A U.S. computer security company said Monday that a secretive Chinese military unit is believed to be behind a series of hacking attacks. China responded with a strong denial and accusations that it was in fact the victim of U.S. hacking. The company, Mondiant, identified a unit of the People's Liberation Army based in Shanghai as the most likely force behind the hacking. Mondiant said it believed the unit had carried out, quote, sustained attacks on a wide range of industries. The report said, "It is time to acknowledge the threat is originating in China, and we wanted to do our part to arm and prepare security professionals to combat that threat effectively." The Chinese Foreign Ministry said the government firmly opposed hacking, adding that it doubted the evidence provided in the report. Spokesman Hong Li said, quote, "Arbitrary criticism based on rudimentary data is irresponsible, unprofessional, and not helpful in resolving the issue." He also cited a Chinese study which pointed to the United States as being behind hacking in China.
Ultimately, I think that what we're seeing is, first of all, I think that the New York Times piece that examined the Mondiant report, seems to be pretty convincing evidence that, there's this big group operating in the outskirts of Shanghai with connections to the People's Liberation Army that have been carrying out really sustained attacks. So this company actually followed, in some cases, keystroke by keystroke hacking attempts, as well as I think something like 140 different attacks. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, this has become, we're now fighting our wars with software as opposed to, with guns exclusively, right? So I think we're absolutely at the new frontier of a new way of fighting. So, yes, is China doing it? For sure. Is the U.S. government doing it? For sure. Based on everything that we know about it.
We now make so much stuff in China that if there were to be some sort of actual war, not merely cyber war with China, there are things like light bulbs that don't get made in the United States anymore. There could be all sorts of economic problems with an actual confrontation with China. I think that's one reason why the Obama administration has been so cautious about this type of information. From the Times reporting, it seems like the administration has been quite aware of this stuff for a long time and has been reluctant to go public because they didn't want to ruffle any diplomatic feathers and wanted to make sure they handled the negotiations as carefully as possible. Now, with this report becoming public, you saw in that Times report, they said, the administration is considering questioning the fundamental relationship with China. That's a really big step.